I'd like to begin today by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here today. For today, these two wonderful people publicly declare their love and agree to share their future lives together as husband and wife. It's no accident that each of you are here today. And each of you were invited because you represent somebody important in the individual and the collective lives of Matt and Katie. I know some of you have travelled a long way to be here, but I truly can't think of a better venue than Peterson House for this occasion, for I know it has a special significance to them both. And this chapel is quite beautiful. They would particularly like to acknowledge their parents and thank them for the love, support and sacrifice they have given in raising them. So, to Patrick, Janet, Andrew and Denise, your presence here is very special and greatly appreciated. Welcome to you all. Sadly, there are absent friends and family who cannot be here today, and Katie and Matt would like you to join them in taking a moment to remember and honour those people who are not able to share this day with them. Some who have passed, and some who, because of current restrictions, are not able to undertake the journey. But their love and good wishes are still here with you both today, and the intensity of their joy for this marriage is not diminished by their distance. Thank you, everyone. Now to the official stuff. Katie and Matt, what you have accomplished coming here today is no small feat. This journey began way before you sent out the invitations, chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. And while every journey has its ups and downs, it's a testament to the bond that you share that you have reached this moment. So, where do I start to talk about a couple who many of their friends describe quite simply as the same person? Not only born on the same day of the year, they also have the same 100-mile-an-hour approach to life and share that immense energy with you, their family and friends. Although often at some personal cost, most notably Katie's frequent injuries. I have to say I was quite relieved to see that she walked down the aisle today, because when I first met them it was on crutches. Never mind, no wheelchair today. Mind you, Matt has contributed well to that, I thought. Is the hand doing all right? It's there, okay, so it does even out eventually. But all of that energy, it doesn't hide the size of these two hearts. Here are two people who genuinely care, not about just each other, but about this circle of family and friends that surround them. And it's the personal experiences we all share with Katie and Matt that highlight the quality of their love. It doesn't matter if they're with you in person or simply part of some bizarre group text. When you're engaging with Katie and Matt, it's always enjoyable. I'm certain that is part of what makes them so special to each of us, how happy and contented we are when we're in their presence. And I'm sure what we all wish for them on their wedding day is that their lifetime together as a team is one of complete contentment, full of those moments they wish would never end. And that they continue to make one another smile and laugh as frequently as they make all of us do. No longer rookies, but fully fledged marriage league legends. Here's a rookie in the making. And now I'd like to welcome Lynn. You ready, Lynn? You're on. Lynn will be doing the first reading for today, and she will be sharing from Untitled by Christina Rossetti.
What is the beginning? Love. What the course? Love still. What the goal? The goal is love. On a happy hill, is there nothing then but love? Search we sky or earth, there is nothing out of love that has perpetual worth. All things flag, but only love. All things fail and flee. There is nothing left but love.
Thank you, Lynn. Doing okay? Now, the thing that stood out the most to me when I first met Katie and Matt was that each of them stated the firm belief that it was the other who brought out the best in them, and how lucky they felt to have found a best friend with whom to share their life and to start a family together. Now, marrying your best friend, it's as exciting as winning a premiership. Yeah, I know there's some who would argue that today, but nevertheless. And staying married to your best friend, well, that's even better. A marriage built on friendship brings so much joy that today will fly by and tomorrow will be here before you know it. I'm sure that you will both look back in time to this day and the days following with affection and say to yourselves, I can't believe we've been married this long. But being each other's best friend also entails superhuman strengths of acceptance, humility, forgiveness, trust, and devotion. Your best friend will provide energy for you to live your life fully, will compete with Hunter and Crayon to give you the most affection they can, and will be your crutch when you are done. And let's face it, the likelihood of at least one of you needing crutches again is pretty high. Most importantly, you realize that you can achieve many more wonderful things together than you ever could alone. And so, we are here not to witness the beginning of a relationship. That happened 4 years ago in a hospital, and the drugs they had you on might have had something to do with it. But to acknowledge and celebrate a lasting bond that has existed for some time. Matt and Katie have already chosen to join their hearts and lives together, and we are here simply to bear witness to a symbolic union and a public affirmation of the love that they already share. And so now, I'd like to welcome Linda, who will read an extract from Every Day by David Levithan. Thank you, Linda.
This is what love does. It makes you want to rewrite the world. It makes you want to choose the characters, build the scenery, guide the plot. The person you love sits across from you, and you want to do everything in your power to make it possible, endlessly possible. And when it's just the two of you, alone in a room, you can pretend that this is how it is, this is how it will be.
Thank you, Linda. Katie and Matt, before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law, in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. But of course, it's so much more than that. Marriage is at the same moment both the most wonderful and perhaps the most challenging adventure of all human relationships. Marriages bring hard days, just as they bring beautiful ones like today. And no ceremony will create your marriage. Only you two can do that. Through love and patience, through talking and listening, through supporting and believing in each other, through laughter, of course, and perhaps most importantly, by accepting and appreciating your differences. But what this ceremony can do is give you a new opportunity, not only to witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together as life mates and partners, but to go forward and continue building on the kind and trusting bond that has brought your relationship to this moment. Katie and Matt, do you understand and accept this responsibility, and do you come freely to be joined here in marriage? We do. Well, that's lucky. Okay, it's time for your vows. The pledge you make today expresses your devotion to one another and to the love you share, and the words spoken here will sustain your commitment through the inevitable highs and lows that you'll face together. At the core of every enduring marriage, there is love. Love can be one of the highest experiences that comes to humankind. At its best, it reduces our selfishness, deepens our personalities, and makes life far more meaningful. Love is not for the half-hearted or for the sentimental. To live by love is one of the most difficult things to do. It takes the most strength, the most discipline, and the most commitment of anything in life. But without love, we are nothing. With it, we can overcome anything, even tears on your wedding day. Matt, it's your turn. Repeat after me.
Yep. We're good.
Good?
Yep.
I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, Matthew James Gorman,
to witness that I, Matthew James Gorman,
take thee, Katherine Ann White,
take thee, Katherine Ann White,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
from this day forward,
From this day forward,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health. Sorry.
especially that.
Yeah.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
It's time for your personal vows.
Katie, you've wanted to hear me say it for so long, and today I will. You are my best friend. You are my rock, and you are my injury-prone soulmate. You are the reason why I own 4 pairs of crutches, but more importantly, you are the reason I am happy. You make me a better person than I ever thought I could be. You are the most selfless, caring, and beautiful partner anyone could ask for, and I cannot wait to start a family with you. I promise not to take our time together for granted and to enjoy every moment of the rest of our lives together. I promise to love you like Crayon and Hunter love us. I promise to care for you and be by your side in the good times, and I promise to never leave your side during the tough times. I promise to continue spending nights beside you in a hospital after yet another injury. I promise that when we are grey and old, we will sit down and look back at our lives together with no regret. Katie, you are the love of my life, and I cannot wait to call you my wife.
Your turn, you ready? I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I,
Katherine Ann White,
take thee, Matthew James Gorman,
take thee, Matthew James Gorman, to be my lawful wedded husband. From this day forward,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
And for your vows.
Matthew, standing here in front of you today, surrounded by all our friends and family, I feel so blessed. Knowing that I have found my best friend and my soulmate. I love doing life with you. Our journey to this moment has been amazing. Your passion, commitment, and determination to everything you do is inspirational. But I also see how kind, caring, and supportive you are, and especially how kind, caring, and supportive you are to me. You truly bring out the best in me. I promise to continue to always be there for you through everything you do, just as you are for me. If the love that you have for Hunter crayon and eye or anything to go off. I know you are not only going to be the best husband, but become the best father when that time arrives. Not today, Miss Janet. I know our adventure is just beginning, and literally in sickness and health, through hospital visits, broken bones, and moon boots. My life is so full knowing today that we start our next adventure as husband and wife. You are my best friend. I love you now, and I always will.
Well done. It's now time. Oh, maybe I'll switch myself back on. There we go. It's hard when you have to turn yourself on. See, it's a way to get them past the tears. Okay. The exchange of rings shows your mutual love for each other and to remind yourselves of the commitment of your marriage. They are the most visible daily reminder of the commitment to life, to each other, and to the future that you have made today in our presence. May I have the rings, please? Matt, you first. Matt, repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my promise.
With this ring, I give you my promise.
To honour you, be faithful to you.
To honour you, be faithful to you.
And to share my love and life with you.
And to share my love and life with you.
In all ways, forever.
In all ways, forever.
Katie, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
I ask you to be my constant friend and partner.
I ask you to be my constant friend and partner,
To create a bond of honesty and trust together.
to create a bond of honesty and trust together
That will withstand the tides of time and change.
that will withstand the tides of time and change.
That's good. Nah, push it, go.
I do have to say that is the hand that got broken, so that might have something to do with it.
Thanks.
Matt and Katie, to make your relationship work will take love. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. It will take patience, in some cases a lot of patience, and it will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you have both pledged here today. And so, by the power of your love and commitment and the promises you have made before me and the family and friends gathered here today, I now pronounce you husband and wife. It's time to share your first kiss as a married couple.